Alright, thank you very much for joining me and clicking on the video. This is Gulpane back here with a quick review of this PSP game. And this is Pro Cycling Tour 2009, or sorry, Pro Cycling Season 2009. And this is the Tour de France one, I believe. And this one is, well, there's a lot of different kind of in this series, Pro Cycling Tour, where you don't actually take control of a person on a bike. You control like a team. And it's more of like a simulation game where you kind of have to get the team together. You have your five drivers, or sorry, cyclists, and then you have to organize sponsorship for them, and you have to kind of give them instructions on what to do. There is a certain amount of instruction, like in game, that you have to do as well, but it's pretty much more kind of you kind of lay the foundations, and then you let the boys get on with it, or the girls get on with it. There is a little story in the game as well, where it's like Need for Speed Underground levels of story. It's like, you know, just a bit of text telling you roughly what's going on, and then sort of, you know, you kind of have to pick your team and start playing matches, and then there's another bit of text telling you about something, which is very, very like basic. It's like the worst possible way you can do like a story mode is just like text with no, you know, like no character interaction or anything like that. It's awful. So yeah, I never played one of these before, so I'm coming into this sort of game blind here. So I have heard people they do get a lot of enjoyment out of these games because they're more like management games than like interactive arcade experiences. This is very like not an arcade game. This is like a DOS game or something. So I'm not actually controlling any of the cyclists here. You can give them instructions, roughly what to do. But if you tell them to sprint, they'll run out of stamina, etc. and stuff like that. Or if you tell them to hold position, you know, then a lot of the other drivers could or cyclists could get ahead of them as well. So it is sort of tactical about when to use your stamina and when to go and when to stay. So I imagine this is what like a real Tour de France is like. Tour de France actually goes through my town in Ireland, which was fun because we always used to, like, the roads be closed and we'd all be standing there watching all the cyclists, like, you know, fly by. And I did see a crash one day as well, when I was a kid, and that was harrowing, but well, it wasn't too bad. They all got up and cycled on, so it was fine. But yeah, this here, it looks like, you know, it looks like when you're playing it, it's like you don't really have much control over what's happening. It's just sort of like simulating a cycling experience, like a race. And yeah, you apparently later in the game, I've only been playing it for a while, so I'm not, to be honest, it wasn't really my thing, like, so, but I did give it a chance, and I think you need about 2 or 3 hours playing it to actually properly understand the mechanics. Like, obviously you could just read a guide and then just, you know, but you could do that with any game, just read a guide and just finish the game. But there's a certain amount of you know, kind of figuring out yourself, and a certain amount of reward with that as well. So you can recruit other cyclists later on, and basically have like a, you know, multiple kind of better cyclists, well, not better cyclists, but more advanced ones, which kind of makes the kind of winning the game easier. But once you have the mechanics down, I believe, according to some reviews I've read anyway, I believe you can play the game quite easily and, you know, get the victory, etc. and all that. But as I said, myself wasn't really acclimated to this game a lot. I did enjoy, you know, speeding it up 4 times to see what would happen at the end of it. But yeah, this sort of strategic cycling management game, managing a team, managing sponsorship, wasn't really my thing. But I can understand how people would like it. I much prefer, like, if this was happening like a zombie apocalypse and everyone was running away from zombies or cycling away from zombies, that'd be a lot better. But oh well, can't have everything. So if you played Pro Cycling 2009 Tour de France edition, or if you played other pro cycling games, let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching the video, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Adios.